Crypto and marketing in 2026 is entering into a new phase. Measuring a clicking alone cannot guarantee success for marketing agencies. Hello, I am Mani Malarvannan. In this presentation, we will look into how marketing agencies can able to adapt the changing technology, changing landscape in the Web3 marketing, and we can able to identify how we can able to get the Web2 data and Web3 data, connect those data to provide business intelligence on our marketing campaigns. See, the attribution gap is bleeding in the ROI analysis for various marketing companies. We did a study of 50 different marketing campaigns in the Web3 space, and we came up with various analytics that is going to help the Web3 marketing companies on their marketing campaigns so that they can understand where the users are coming, what exactly they are doing on their Web2 or decentralized applications, and finally, what they are doing on their blockchain networks. Connecting wallet is very critical for Web3 marketing companies because without wallet connection, nothing happens in Web3. See, in the Web2 world, you can able to identify how many users are coming and where they are coming from, and if they are clicking the subscribe button, or if they are adding items into a shopping cart and clicking the buy button, that ends there. But in the Web3, it's not like that. So you need to understand where they are coming from, what they did on their website, and then the transaction starts when they click the wallet connect, entering their password, and then performing the transaction. So you need to collect those data from Web2 side and also from the Web3 blockchain side. The blockchain could be Ethereum or Solana or Binance, whatever may be the blockchain you are marketing, you are doing the marketing for your customers. You need to collect the data and store it so that you can able to identify what the users are doing, how many users came in, and what exactly they did. Without that, the accuracy what you are measuring is 10 to 20%. That's what we found in our study. So with 10 to 20% of attribution accuracy, you cannot have a good marketing campaign for your Web3 marketing agencies. You cannot go to the customer and clearly articulate how the marketing budget has been spent, where they need to focus on the future marketing budget. So you need to have a proper attribution model so that you can able to increase the accuracy from 10 to 20% to 70 to 90%. For that accuracy, you need to connect both the Web2 data and Web3 data to create a complete marketing funnel to understand where they need to focus, where your customers need to focus on their marketing campaign for all their future marketing efforts. So the channel mix. So what's actually driving the leads? And the key findings, what we did in the 50 campaign is that community-based broadcast, those are exceeds whatever other mechanisms we used. The community leaders, community as a group, people can able to understand and they can able to follow the leader and they can able to commit the transaction. So that's the one critical aspect we find in the crypto world, specifically in the Ethereum marketing or Solana marketing. So we found that the community drives the community are part of the all the members in the community are part for more than a couple of years or more. So the community leader or leaders, they can able to drive the community, make sure they understand what technology, what token they are buying, and then driving the entire growth based on the community. So that supersedes everything, all other marketing campaigns, what we did. Then the second most critical aspect is the educational content. Rather than promoting a promotional content in Twitter or in LinkedIn, it needs to be an educational blog or educational video so that your customers can understand what Web3 platform they are coming in, what they need to do, how to do, what the current growth, future growth, so that they can able to collect all those and understand and make a financial commitment for the long-term growth. So that's the second key point. And then the third point is the long-term converts. So 2 to 4x better than the short form social blog or LinkedIn post. That happens because of these two activities. See, if you post a marketing campaign in Twitter or LinkedIn or Discord channel just to promote your wallet or just to promote your token, they may sign in, they may connect to their wallet, but they may not perform the transaction. Ultimately, committing the transaction in a blockchain, that's where the value the customers are giving to your marketing campaign efforts. So until they commit the transaction in Web3, you cannot able to understand where the value is coming or how the value you can able to measure. So by doing all those activities, you can able to understand where you need to perform your marketing campaign efforts. Okay, so this is the seven-step framework. So begin all the top 50 Web3 marketing campaigns we studied, and we came up with this 7 point bullet points for you to analyze, for you to understand. So the campaign achieved 70 to 90% attribution accuracy by deliberately measuring each and every point in their attribution model, collecting the data, keeping it so that you can able to use this data to go and talk to your customers and make them understand where they need to spend the money. And ultimately, by doing it, you are going to get more dollars from your customers, and that by you can grow your Web3 marketing agency for your future growth. So analytics infrastructure. You need to have a proper analytical infrastructure to collect the Web2 data and collect the Web3 data, collate those two data to understand the complete marketing funnel. If you use Web2 analytical tools like Google Analytics, or there are multiple products are there like Postdog, you can able to collect Web2 data and it stops there. And for Web3 data, you need to have a Web3 data also coming from Ethereum, Solana, Binance, whatever platform you are measuring, and you need to collect those data and make sure the data is secure so that you can able to use the data. Then the second point is the crypto native funnel stages. The wallet connection is the first step, and then the first transaction, and then the recurring usage. So once a user connects the wallet, that is the first step, and clicks the buy button of an NFT token, then the transaction commits, you can able to collect the data. And you need to see when the user is coming the second time, third time, fourth time. It takes months, weeks, days, or hours. So you need to understand those so that you can able to give you a proper metrics for your customers, how well their marketing campaign is going and what they need to do. If you are starting a marketing campaign, you don't have to wait until the end of the marketing campaign to understand what is going on. Within the first 2 hours of starting your marketing campaign, you can able to identify how many users are coming in, how many users from your Web2 channel, and how many users are clicking the connect button, and how much money they spend on whatever blockchain. And then you can also measure when the user came back again. Did they come within couple of hours, or did they send their marketing campaign to the friends or family asking them to connect and perform the transaction? You can able to identify all those once you have a proper analytical infrastructure. UTM tracking everywhere. You need to have that UTM tracking. From the Web2 world, you already know that you are using UTM for any type of clicking customers are going to do, whether it is a Discord, Twitter, LinkedIn, whatever may be the platform, you will have the UTM. So you need to collect those and connect it with the Web3 going forward. And then the wallet focused KPIs. So wallet connection rate and then the transaction commit rate. Those two are two different things. People may connect to the wallet and they may go and verify, but they may not purchase for whatever reasons. They may not purchase the tokens what they are interested in purchasing. Maybe they didn't know or they need more information. Whatever may be the reason, you need to understand, collect those data so that you can able to clearly pinpoint why the users are not committing for the transaction, so that you can able to fix it if there is an issue, or educate the user if they want more information, and ultimately make them to commit the transaction. Attribution dashboards. So these dashboards will give you complete 360-degree of understanding where the users are coming in the Web2 world, and what they did on the Web3 side, and what you need to do to fix it. How many users are coming in, where they are coming in, where means which country, which state. Collect those data and then understand it, and how many of them came, how many of them are clicking which button. You can able to identify everything in the web 2 side, and then in the web 3 side you can able to see which token they purchased, when did they purchase, did they purchase during the night time where the transaction fee is low, or they purchased whenever their friends and families are purchasing it. You should be able to connect all the data points so that you can have a proper dashboard to understand and educate your customers how well the marketing campaign is going. And then the drop off analysis. If 80% of the users came in and only 20% of the users are clicking the wallet connect, that's the problem. You need to understand why 80% of the people came, only 20% connected the wallet. So that is a measurement data you need to collect within your analytical infrastructure, so that you can able to identify and fix any issues. And then the automated alerting. With the AI tools and technologies, you don't have to wait until at the end of the marketing campaign. You can able to have the analytical infrastructure to help you based on your marketing needs, to send you a email, text message, whatever you want, so that you can able to identify right away, even without opening your laptop and spending time on the dashboard. So with all the 7 points, you should be able to run a successful Web3 marketing campaign for your Web3 marketing agencies. So the drop off everyone ignores. The biggest funnel failure we identified is the people are interested, they like the token that your customers are promoting, but there is a disconnect. They are not purchasing it. And that's where you need to identify what exactly the issue. The 19 to 27% increase we found just by improving the UI UX, so that the customers can easily understand what they need to do, because many of the web 3 firms, they are all technology companies, so they spend more time on the back end technology and they spend less time on the UI, and that affects their growth. So from the marketing agency's point of view, you need to work with your customers to make them understand how UI UX is very critical for a general customer to use their products and ultimately committing to the transaction. This is simply improving the UI UX without doing any complex backend technology change. They can able to increase their marketing campaign close to 27%. So what the 30% conversion lift really means? See, the 20% conversion rate that we identified, improving it by building a proper attribution infrastructure, collecting all the data, and ultimately understanding where they need to fix the issue so that they can improve their marketing efforts. Ultimately, customers purchasing the NFT tokens or whatever marketing effort they are doing it. It could be NFT token, it could be a gaming token. So whatever product you are going to market and whatever analysis you are doing, you should be able to increase just by having a proper attribution channel. Within the 3 to 4 months, you can able to see actionable data that you collect, you use it to improve the marketing campaign. It's not going to happen within a first week, within a second week. You definitely need to wait minimum 3 months to 6 months to completely understand what actionable items you need to do for the data you collect. Because, see, for example, if you start your Web3 marketing funnel connecting the Web2 data and Web3 data, it's going to take 3 to 4 months. So you got to wait and you need to understand from the marketing agency's point of view, and you need to help your customers understand it's not going to happen overnight. You can able to fix your day-to-day marketing campaign by Web2 data or from Web3 data, but to make the actionable long-term change, that's going to take at least 3 months. So once the 6 plus months, you can able to compound what you need to do. As you collect the data, you can able to use the data to identify what are all the changes you need to do, the back end, front end, or from the entire marketing campaign to ultimately improve the overall performance for the company. So the agency, what you need to do is that ultimately build a proper attribution channel so that you can able to identify where you need to spend the time. So we drew 50,000 impressions. It's insufficient when the competitors show attribution for the wallet connection in the very first transaction. So the 50,000 impressions that didn't provide the proper guidance for us to understand what we need to do. It took us a while to make the customer understand what changes they need to do. So between 18 to 24-month horizon, you can able to completely identify what the client expectations, what type of attribution tool you need to use as you mature as a Web3 agency. You can able to create a complete marketing campaign to understand all the data points, and you can able to clearly articulate to your customers what they need to do to improve their overall marketing goals and achieve their real dollar value that they set for each quarter or each year. So from the agency's point of view, its trend is started. So there's a more and more Web3 marketing agencies are coming into this, and they are identifying the impact they can able to make on their Web3 marketing campaigns. The first mover advantage is always there. The sooner than later, from the marketing agency's point of view, if you commit to this attribution model, if you build the proper infrastructure, then definitely you can able to capture the future growing Web3 market with the AI technologies, with the Web2 and Web3, everything is colliding. So you need to have a proper infrastructure to understand and help your customers and thereby grow your Web3 marketing agency. The key takeaways from this presentation is the measured wallet connections. Without measuring wallet connection, nothing can able to do from the customer marketing campaigns that you are performing for your customers. And then the community is greater than the broadcaster. So community-based growth is always the key. The crypto companies identified it. So long before the marketing agencies, the technical companies, blockchain companies, they identified it needs to be a community-based. But the challenge for them is to how to measure them, measure how many people came from which community, which influencer, or which chief architect within the marketing community is encouraging the users to commit to a transaction within their wallet. All those measurements you need to collect so that you can able to understand and improve the marketing campaign. And the fix the wallet setup. UX is a simple design your customers can able to do to make significant improvement in the customer adoption of the wallets. And then the act before the client asks. Once you start collecting all these campaigns, the 50 campaigns what we studied is the once we have all the data, we can able to go to our customers and talk to them what they need to do to fix if there is any issues on their marketing campaign, and you can able to tell where they need to spend the money, whether they need to spend the money on the Discord channel, or X, Twitter, or LinkedIn, or what type of content they need to produce, whether they need to produce the blog content, educational content, or pure marketing campaigns. So you can able to collect all the data points, and you should be able to talk to your customers so that you can have a proper educated way to help your customers using the data points that you collect. So that's all I want to talk in this presentation. If you have any questions or concerns, please let us know. We have an analytical platform at our website. You can go to analytickit.com and learn about more about our analytic infrastructure platform that we build. So we clearly articulate how to set up the attribution with all the help files. You should be able to log in, register yourself, and start using it for free. If you have any questions and comments, please let us know. If you like this video, please subscribe to this channel and forward this video to your friends and family so that we can grow this channel. Thank you. Appreciate the time.